Yo, welcome back, MG fam, to another episode of the Furman TeamBuilder Dynasty here on NCAA Football 14. And yes, you can see, we're ranked, baby. We got in the top 25 finally this season, and we looking to stay. And also, you can see, we're 5-0. In the last vid, we were 3-0. And that is because I captured the two games that we played, Georgia State and Louisiana Lafayette. And both fouls were corrupted, man. That was crazy. But we're here in week 7, and we're going to be going up against Arkansas State, another great Sun Belt team. But prior to that, let's see what this game preview looked like. We're sitting at 5-0 undefeated, and we're pushing the issue, baby. We're trying to crack the top 10, and hopefully we can get into some BCS bowl talk. And maybe the national championship game is a little too early for us based off of our roster. But hey, we may upset one of those big Power 5 schools. So Arkansas State, you can see right there, man, these guys are Bs all across the board. They're a more balanced team than we are, but we're playing better than they are. And Kirk Herbstreit says, hey, I'm rolling with the Paladins today. We have one of the best defenses in the nation, number 27, and they have a top 20 defense also, man. These guys ain't no joke, especially in the rush defense. Only giving up 163 yards, and that secondary is no joke either. But on the offensive side for these guys, their running game struggles just like ours, and their passing game is a little above average. And you also can see we have the number 1 passing offense in the nation, bro. This is the first time I ever had this happen to me on NCAA 14. One of the best passing attacks, because I'm usually a run first guy, but I adapted. Whatever my offensive coordinators are, we're going to go with their philosophy. And the defense the same way. So it's giving myself a little bit more of a variety when I have new coaches come on, make my team learn new offenses, new defenses. And it's just like real life football, man. So Arkansas State schedule, you can see these guys are 2-1. They beat FCS Midwest 34-13, which is what they're supposed to do. And they barely beat Ball State. I believe the Sun Belt is better than the MAC. We got too much talent down here to be struggling with the MAC, bro. But they almost beat Auburn, the number 15 team in the nation, 14-27. It was a pretty close game up to late. And they're going to be facing 2 back-to-back ranked opponents. Hey, it's kind of tough for them. But both games are at home, so they have a chance at winning. And you already know us, man. We on a 5-game winning streak. And the games that I want to pinpoint here for you guys is the Georgia State game, man. It was a great game. I wish I could share it with you guys. We went into OT with these guys and edged them out. That Georgia State team has came up in this dynasty, man. I remember this team was the laughing stock of the Sun Belt, but now they're contending with a 3-1 record. We were the first loss of the season. And Louisiana Lafayette, man, my boy, our old assistant coach, couldn't hang with us. 38-14, it was a little too easy. And the team leaders for Arkansas State, you got McDaniel, the quarterback. He's a vet, but he's not having a great season. And the running back Kraft was one of the best running backs in the conference last year. He's doing all right. And the wide receiver, Collins, hey, he's doing what he can do. This team has not had an interception all year long, so we're not trying to become the first ones. And the sack game is looking kind of weak, man. That defense is not as great as we thought it was going to be, and we're looking to take advantage of that. And you already know outside of things, man, Robbie Clark is having his best season yet. 13 TDs, 3 interceptions, 1,400 yards already, and look at the completion percentage, bro. He's doing well over 50%. And that last game from him, 17 for 20, 211, very efficient. 4 carries and 1 TD, no passing TDs, and we didn't need it because the whole team went off. And look at Charlie Hawkins. Hey, he playing pretty well, stepping into that starting role. He averaged 6.3 yards per carry last game and got us a TD out of the backfield. We know we be dumping it off to him. And my boy Tuttons, remarkable. We're going to miss this guy come next season. He's the best wide receiver Furman has ever seen. And defensively, McCutcheon is still leading everybody. And my boy Kirk Morris, man, I remember I fought to get this guy back in year 2 to come in. I love the size of that big cornerback you have. Throw it up there. He gonna get it. He got 2 interceptions. And Flynn, hey, he's coming into himself. He's a sophomore, and he's doing well. 4 sacks already this season. And a quick look at the top players from the Arkansas State guys. They D-tackle Wilson. He's an 88 overall. Hey, he's not doing much this season. He's been getting manhandled. They got a punter. He's the top, but we're going to watch out for Kraft. We know he's going to do his thing. So no injuries on Arkansas State side. When our starting center Pollard is out, man, he has knee cartilage tear. That's 7 weeks. You can say almost the rest of the season. Hey, only 1 injury for the squad. We can live with it. We got 2 backup centers. And we're going to try to, sew up that spot, man. He's a great guy. He's one of our anchors on the offensive line, but we're going to try to move on without him for these next few weeks. So now at the field, baby. It's raining. Messy out here in Arkansas. Hey, we looking to get it going down here, man. It's going to be a wonderful game. You can see we're on top of the Sun Belt standings. And Arkansas State, hey, this is their first conference game. We already seasoned. We well loyal in this conference schedule, baby. We halfway through it. So out here on our first drive, got my boy Robbie Clark back there. Handing it off to Charlie Hawkins. And nothing going for us there. Only 4 yards, but we live with it. Robbie launches it. Oh my goodness, that was a scary one. Could have been an interception to start the game. So 3rd and 6. What you got for us, Rob? Another almost interception. Rob, you wilding early this game. And McDaniel, the vet, he launches that one, and Harrison gets one. Ran over one guy, but my boy Kirk able to knock him down. Oh man, you can see the screenplay. Both D tackles ran into each other, and Kraft is going, and he gets knocked out at the 35-yard line. So this offense come out here hitting, and we tripped up McDaniel in the backfield. That's what I'm talking about. The DB back there causing havoc. And look at Sanchez get on top of him. Kraft, you're not going anywhere. 4th and 10, and these guys have it back here late in the first quarter. No score still, and Kraft gets a 4-yard rush. So that read option, look at the field wide open. We got on him, but he breaks that tackle. He's not that fast, but McDaniel is breaking tackles, making guys miss, and he's still on his feet. And we finally push him out at the 20-yard line.
So it's 1st and 10 after the big run.
So out of the gun, McDaniel launches that one. Can we get our hands on it? Big pick from Terrell, baby. Terrell pulled that down. That's what I'm talking about. So still no score here with only 19 seconds left. Dowd pulls one down across the middle. Our offense has been struggling all first quarter. Can we get a chance, please? And look at McDaniel out there looking like RG3 / Lamar Jackson. And look at that big hit. Can we get on the fumble? Nobody can, but we finally get it. Fleming goes down. What a big hit. We got 2 turnovers to start the game. Can we make something of it? Can we make something of it? And Robbie finds Tuttons, and Tuttons gets his first grab of today. Let's get it. And Robbie finds Tuttons again, his favorite target. And Tuttons trying to get busy, but he goes down at the 19. And out of the gun, little bit of speed option, and Robbie goes down. 1st and goal. Can we catch my boy out the backfield on the wheel route? Oh no, almost another interception. Come on, Robbie. Empty backfield at this moment. He launches that one. Williams is not able to pull it down, so we get on the board first here with 3 points. Bree Love, the freshman, out there looking like he been here before. And look at McDaniel, made us miss again. We all over the place, looking crazy, but Hogan able to pull him down. And McDaniel once again launches that one off the back foot, and Kraft ran over my boy Gerald Brown. Gerald Brown, baby, you can hit better than that. And Collins grabbed that one. 3rd and 1. Can we get a stop? Kraft, no way possible. But look at my boy Morris Kirk, the hardest hitting safety. The hardest hitting cornerback in the Sun Belt. And we pulled down the running back on that screenplay. You can't get that off on us, baby. You can't get it off on us. But a nice grab there from Mason, and it's 4th and inches. So you know they're going to kick it here too. Trying to tie it up before half, and the kick is good. So here with 1 minute and 13 seconds left, we're going to try to get another score. And look at that pass, and Williams pulls it down. And yes, sir, we out here, baby. Let's get it. And up on the center again. And look at Tuttons, baby. Tuttons love that hitch route, baby. He can turn around quicker than the best of them. And Robbie Clark launches that one deep. Oh, almost another interception. We can't afford it. So we got my boy Gerald there. screenplay, his favorite play. He's a gadget guy, and he got some room, but he goes out of bounds. And we got 7 seconds left. Can we get a touchdown? And look, a Branch pulls that one down. I'm not sure how he did it, but he did it. Look at that pass once again on the money, and Branch all on top of the DB pulls it in, and halftime is here. 10-3. We out here, baby. It's raining. Not much going on offensively, but we're going to switch the issue here in the second half, and Kraft breaking tackles, and we pull him down midfield here. So we're going to come with a little more pressure with the linebacker position. He launches that one. How Douglas pulls that down, I'm not sure. So let's get it. McDaniel finds Mason wide open. Hey, my boy Hogan feeling in his face. Don't step on him like that. Don't do it again. And McDaniel rolls out, and a touchdown, baby. Come on, Blake. Blake, you're slow as molasses, but he's able to find open spaces. So it's knotted up here. Jones is in motion. Handed off to Charlie Hawkins. Gets to the edge. He got a little bit of juice, and he's able to make something out of that one. 14-yard rush. And Robbie Clark drops back, and look at Williams. Williams, oh, he tried to cut outside, but he gets tackled. Man, Williams, you got to get a little bit more speed, baby. Next year, I believe you're going to be unstoppable. And look at Charlie Hawkins following his blocks, but he got knocked. And let's get it. So, read option. Robbie's not fast either. We talk about McDaniel, but Robbie able to get 8 yards on that one. And Jones in motion. He's a decoy, a great one. He launches that one-on-one. Tuttons pulls it down. What in the world was that? Look at Robbie. Robbie said, I got faith in you, baby. Drops it in there on him. And a big grab. You are not getting anything on my boy Tuttons. So we up by 7. And we got the ball back here in the fourth quarter. And look at Charlie Hawkins rumbling forward, baby. 10 yards on that one. Can we get another score to put this thing out of reach here late? And look up, Palmer gets blowed up. His only time getting into the game, and he fumbles. Come on, Palmer. What's up, baby? We put you on the bench to give you less carries, and you get out here and make us look crazy. So Cutchin able to pull him down after that 11-yard reception, and McDaniel still rolling with it. 3rd and 5. This will be a big stop for us. Coming off the edge, we got some pressure. Can anybody get to the quarterback? Oh, they running to each other, both receivers. That's exactly what we needed. And look at Robbie finds Williams, man. I believe that's his next guy, man. Williams is the next best target after my boy Tuttons. He's unstoppable. That 5-star recruit, hey, he came in and made an impact immediately. So the handoff to Charlie Hawkins. He gets to the edge, and not much, but it's a first down. So the handoff to Palmer. Palmer, can you redeem yourself? Hey, that's good enough. 7-yard rush for the young fella. And Palmer gets it again. He rumbles forward for the first down. So Palmer, we're going to try to get you some points on the board, baby, and we gave you some room, and yes sir, a 9-yard TD run. Palmer able to redeem himself here late in the game, and that's going to be it, guys. What a great one. I believe those Arkansas State guys ain't no sleepers, bro. But my boy Robbie Clark came out here and shined once again. You can see 16 completions, 28 attempts, 227 yards, 2 TDs, no interceptions. Only sacked once, and that's with the backup center in there. So the offensive line, man, like I said, they've been doing their thing, man. They've been doing their thing, but we're going to try to keep it going. So Charlie Hawkins, 16 attempts, 84 yards, average over 5 yards per carry. Can you believe it? Hey, what I feel like, if you can average over 5 yards per carry, that's a great game. And look at Palmer. He gave us that fumble. Had us scared there late. Thought we was going to lose this one. But he did. Average 7 yards per carry. And James Tuttons, 97 yards, 1 TD, 5 reception. That was a great catch. That's probably one of his best catches of his career. That's something he's going to take to the next level. That's what the scouts like to see. And my boy Branch, he pulled one down too. It's like, oh man, did it get stuck in the guy's face mask or what? And look at my boy Flynn out there. 2 sacks. Sawyer got one of them. Hey, that defense ain't did much in the pass rush, but Terrell pulled down the interception, and we were able to come away with a victory, guys. And I appreciate you guys watching this video. Hit that like button, that notification bell, subscribe to the channel. Hey, we out here, baby. We're still undefeated, 6-0. Let's go.